Coming to you from the CFE Arena at the University of Central Florida in Orlando, our FIRST Robotics Competition Orlando regional coverage is proudly powered by the Microsoft Store. Whether you're programming a robot, playing a game, or doing homework, the Microsoft Surface is the tablet that can replace your laptop. You can get your Microsoft Surface, Xbox One, and more by going to PLUGHITZlive.com/Microsoft. All right, we've got our next guest here. Hello.
Hello.
Go ahead and introduce yourself for us.
Well, I'm Maurice Solomon. I'm with the SigmaC T 108 here in Orlando, oldest team in Florida.
I was going to say 108. That's an old team.
23 years we've been out here in Florida, South Florida.
That's nuts.
My original team was 42. We no longer exist, though.
Exactly.
Okay. Turns out that 3 First Tech Challenge teams are less expensive than one FRC team.
Definitely, I can see it.
That's what happened to my team. But how long have you been on the team?
This is my 4th year, actually.
Okay.
I'm a senior.
Okay.
So it's been a long run with me in 108 so far.
And what's your role on the team?
I like to consider myself a Swiss Army knife because I do basically everything on the team. You know, first year coming in, I wanted to be a mechanical guy.
Okay.
Start getting trained in other fields as I went up the line. I was mechanical lead last year on the team, and then this year they were like, we need you to be more involved in everything else. We need you to branch out to everyone else, get everyone else up to speed. So it's a big responsibility, but I love these guys. It's what I have to do.
Are you a captain?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So how did you get into FIRST?
Well, believe it or not, when I first came to the school where we were at, Dillard High School, I actually came for pottery, believe it or not, because we actually do have an art magnet. And then
What a fascinating pivot.
And then one of the team members on the team that graduated 2015, still on the team now, he's a mentor now, but he basically looked at me. He was like, hey, kid. And I was like, what? He was like, you want to build robots? I was like, sure. And then he was like, yeah, just come
Who
Thursday.
doesn't love robots?
How do you say no to that question?
I don't know.
I don't think it's possible.
He was like,
say
"It's
no to that would be
Motorola."
crazy. Do you want to build robots? No. You're lying.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to build robots.
He was like, yeah, man, you go to Motorola, you stay till like 2 o'clock. Yeah, it's beautiful. I was like, oh, my God. How can you say no to that?
So you guys are based here in Orlando?
No, we're actually in Broward,
Okay.
Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, awesome.
Where South Florida Regional used to be before I moved to West Palm.
Got it. We were just there 2 weeks ago for the FTC State Championship.
Yes, we were.
We bounce around to a lot of FIRST events, if you can't tell.
Crazy. Yeah.
So your team is local to your high school?
Yes.
All right.
Founded right out of Dillard High School by Motorola Solutions. We're one big web in the area.
Okay.
And then FPNL jumped in, and then now Apex jumped in. So now we're just one big corporate family.
Florida Power and Light has gotten involved in FIRST.
Yeah.
Hardcore. They had somebody at the state championship 2 weeks ago, too.
Yeah. See,
It's nice to see companies that are that engaged in FIRST as a whole.
See, like when we first went into FPNL, they came out with like 5 teams, and they had all the teams that they sponsored come out, and you really only saw a few teams, and it was kind of crazy. And then Maureen Wilkes, one of the head representatives that comes out here to see all this action, came and saw this and was like, wow. So she really was like, we have to punch this in the FPNL. So now instead of being 5 teams, there's like 25 teams.
Whoa.
I mean, you don't get as much love, but I mean, when we're all in for it for them, and we love supporting them, and they give us so much support, so we love them for it. So.
And you guys have a lot of support from your school board, too.
Yeah.
I could not believe how excited we had some school board members at the state championship for FTC. I couldn't believe how excited and engaged they were in FIRST. It's so good because not all areas are that lucky.
No.
Our area, the county doesn't necessarily care about FIRST. So it's really cool to see that you guys get the love from the school board.
Yeah, like I always say, like especially at Dillard High School, we go out there and the administration don't really get what this is, but they just love it. Like
Right.
they see the events and they just go head over here. So like I don't get what the game's doing. It's kind of like if someone watches football and they're like everyone's yelling in the house. They're like, I don't get what's going on, but I love it. So
because this game is massively complex.
Yes,
There's people in tubes in the middle of the field. Like there's all kinds of crazy stuff happening in this one. I think this is the craziest I've seen in a while, with the frisbee game being probably right below it, because that one, you could know what the rules were and not be able to follow that one.
Exactly.
So how did you guys? Were you in the regional last week?
No.
Okay.
We actually we don't like doing week 1 events because we feel like you sort of get guinea pigged by FIRST.
Sure.
So, I mean, we just don't do it. But we were there supporting another team, 179.
Okay.
Some of us volunteered to do some community service with them.
Awesome.
And then we just came to be part of the crowd and also watch how the game is played, because week 1, you don't know how the game is played. They're guinea pigs.
Yeah.
So
Because in the middle of the South Florida Regional, FIRST changed a rule. At 2:30 or so on Friday, they changed a rule because of problems that were happening on the field. They actually had to change the way something was handled. So yeah, I can understand not wanting to participate in week 1.
It got so bad that actually our coach and our head teacher basically pulled all of our drive team members aside and said, "You guys cannot be drive team if you do not go to South Florida." And we're like, "But it's like 2 hours away. How are we going to get there?" He was like, "I don't care what you have to do to get there. If you don't go there, you're not on drive team."
Not my problem.
Exactly.
I don't care how you get there.
And the teacher didn't show. We're like, "You're not allowed to be on drive team."
Rules apply to everybody.
Yeah.
Definitely. So being the oldest team in Florida and talking back about support, you must have like a lot of mentors that come back from previous years, maybe?
Well, we do consider ourselves to have a pretty amazing mentor base. We're always growing. Now we're really starting to pull people from Apex Machine Company. So those guys are really great. We get a lot of machine parts from them. Not a lot, but we get pretty complex parts that we really couldn't make in our small little classroom.
Sure.
But we don't really have a big mentor base. Like some of these teams have like 12 to 15 mentors. We always rolled with like 8.
And have like Disney and these
I look at
companies
some of
who are
these-
just write a check, build a thing, here, whatever you need.
Yeah.
But I do love our sponsors, because our sponsors, we do go out there and do demos all the time.
Yeah.
And some of these guys, they get these sponsors and it's all about the money and everything. And yeah, that is good. You know, this is a high price sport, you know.
It's not inexpensive to participate.
Yeah.
One of these regionals is expensive.
Yeah. So, I mean, I love it. I would love to have a big corporate sponsor. But also, I mean, I would love to also go and do shows, because that's part of, like, my passion for FIRST is going out and showing people what we do here.
Yeah.
And then you're a senior.
Yeah.
So how has FIRST helped you get to where you are now, and then what do you want to do in the future?
Oh, my God. So let me tell you.
Okay.
So I have college mentors as well as FIRST mentors, and they always get so angry at me because I apply for these jobs and I talk to all these other people, and they always get mad because I want to be a biologist, you know.
Okay.
It just has nothing to do with this. But I never mentioned that. So they're always like, "Why don't you mention this? You build robots. You can build robots to contact animals and stuff." And I'm like, well, I mean, it's just a small thing, you know. They're like, "No, it's not a small thing. It's a big thing. Mention it." So, I mean, it adds something that I can put on my resume that makes them go, "Ooh, that's nice." So I can say, yeah, I can build my own ROV now, and I can build service bots now. So it opens a lot of doors for me that I don't think would be open if I didn't. And it also makes me stand out to a certain degree, which is unreplaceable by any measure.
So what are your plans post-graduation?
Oh, I'm going to UF. I'm being a Gator.
That's awesome.
Very cool. Are you going to stay involved in FIRST?
I'm going to try to, because I'm going there the spring of 2018, and my classes actually start the Sunday after the Saturday of kickoff. So kickoff, the next day is my classes, so I can't unfortunately go to kickoff. I'm be really upset, but I'll just watch the live stream and go, "You guys better build a really bomb robot this year."
Well, you should definitely join the Alumni Association. UF has a very strong alumni association.
I've been approached like 4 times.
And Barry will make sure you become an alumni.
Oh,
He
yeah.
doesn't let any of us get by.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. And then come and volunteer at events, because we need all the help we
I
can
love
get.
volunteering at events. I volunteer at FLL events all over
That's
Florida. I want to be an announcer for a FIRST event so bad. Like, that's just absolutely my dream. I just love it. Probably do one up north.
I can tell you it's very fun. I've done it before.
I just want to be an announcer.
We've actually been talking about putting together a training program for Florida for announcers.
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity, and it's very fun to do too.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you coming and taking
Thank
the time
you
to
so
talk
much.
to us.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of your event, and good luck on the field.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.